Keep moving, it's gaining on us. Hurry, steady course, target locked. Roger, weapon systems armed and awaiting engagement orders, weapons free, firing cannons now, taking evasive, we're hit. Straight ahead, we are reporting live from downtown where the situation is rapidly deteriorating. We urge everyone in the area to seek shelter immediately. Heat, 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 incoming. Take cover, it's crushing the APC. We need air support now. Fire, keep firing the impact wave. Get down, it's unstoppable, we have to retreat. Fire everything you've got. Move, it's unstoppable. Heat. Heat, 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 heat. All teams report status. Alpha team is in position. Watch for movement. Eyes open. All right, move in. Set a perimeter around the target. Copy that. Moving to secure the east side. Check your sectors, check your sectors. Moving to secure the target. Copy that. Advancing on the left flank. Watch your step. Area unstable. Heat, heat. Yeah, heat, 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 heat. The air burns against the skin, thick and suffocating, pressing down with an unbearable weight that makes every breath feel like fire filling the lungs. I still think we should have brought the ropes, something, anything to anchor ourselves to this crumbling ground, because nothing about this feels stable anymore. Relax. It's an easy path from here, or at least it was supposed to be, but something is wrong. Something is shifting beneath us, something alive. Wait, do you feel that? The ground is shaking, not just trembling but pulsing like a heartbeat, like something enormous is moving beneath the surface, pushing upward, rising. Deploy all available forces into the city grid immediately. Contain and neutralize the target before civilian casualties mount, before this turns into something we can't control. Heat, heat, heat. Heat, it's getting closer, the vibration stronger now, cracks splitting through concrete, dust rising into the air like smoke. He's coming. Move, get out of the way, run, keep moving. Don't stop, don't look back, just run because whatever is behind us is faster, heavier, unstoppable. It's gaining on us, each step louder, each impact shaking the ground harder than the last. Hurry. Steady course, target locked. Roger. Weapon systems armed and awaiting engagement orders, every system primed, every barrel aimed at the approaching threat. Weapons free, firing cannons now. The sky erupts with thunder, shells tearing through the air, striking with explosive force, but it doesn't slow it down. Taking evasive, we're hit. The shockwave slams into us, throwing everything off balance, straight ahead. Focus, stay on target. We are reporting live from downtown where the situation is rapidly deteriorating. Buildings collapsing, streets fracturing, chaos spreading faster than anyone can contain. We urge everyone in the area to seek shelter immediately, to get underground, to hide, to survive. Heat, 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 incoming, take cover. The blast tears through the street, debris flying, metal twisting, glass shattering into a storm of fragments. It's crushing the APC, tearing through reinforced armor like it's nothing, like resistance doesn't matter. We need air support now immediately before we lose everything. Fire, keep firing. The impact wave is spreading outward, knocking everything down, flattening anything in its path. Get down. Stay low. It's unstoppable, completely unstoppable, like nothing we can even slow it. We have to retreat, pull back before we're completely wiped out. Fire everything you've got. Every weapon, every round, every last attempt to stop it. Move, don't hesitate, don't freeze. It's unstoppable. Heat, 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 heat. The sound is everywhere now, echoing, repeating, drilling into the mind, into the bones. All teams report status. Alpha team is in position, barely holding, barely standing. Watch for movement. Eyes open. It could be anywhere now, above, below, behind, everywhere at once. All right, move in. Carefully, slowly, step by step. Set a perimeter around the target if that's even possible anymore. Copy that. Moving to secure the east side, though nothing about this area feels secure. Check your sectors. Check your sectors. Again and again, because missing even one detail could mean the end. Moving to secure the target. Copy that. Advancing on the left flank, weapons raised, nerves stretched thin. Watch your step. Area unstable. The ground shifts underfoot, cracks widening, heat rising in waves. Heat, heat. Yeah, heat. It's everywhere now, in the air, in the ground, inside the body. Impossible to escape. Impossible to ignore, growing stronger, louder, closer. Until it feels like the entire world is nothing but heat. Nothing but pressure, nothing but the unstoppable presence that refuses to be contained. Heat. Heat, heat, heat. The pressure keeps building like the air itself is about to ignite, like every second stretches tighter than the last, ready to snap. Stay focused. Don't lose formation. We can still contain this if we hold the line, if we don't break, if we don't panic. It's circling us, I can feel it, moving just beyond sight, just beyond reach, like it's studying us, waiting. Sensors are spiking, readings off the charts. Whatever this is, it's adapting, changing faster than we can track. Fall back 2 steps, keep your spacing, do not cluster. If it hits us head-on, we're done. Heat, heat, heat. The ground splits again, a violent crack tearing through the street, forcing us apart, isolating units. Hold your positions, do not scatter. We move together or not at all. I repeat, hold your positions. Negative, negative, it's breached the perimeter. It's inside the zone. All units engage. Open fire, everything you've got. The air fills with noise, gunfire, explosions, the deafening roar of impact after impact, but it keeps coming, pushing through it like it doesn't even feel it. We're losing visibility. Smoke everywhere. I can't see the target. Use thermal. Switch to thermal now. Heat signature locked. It's massive. Bigger than anything we've faced. It's right on top of us. Move, move, move. Incoming shockwave. Brace. The force slams through again, knocking us off our feet, ripping through structures, tearing metal apart like paper. Report. Anyone respond? Sound off. Alpha still active. Bravo down. Repeat, Bravo is down. We need immediate extraction. Negative on extraction. Airspace is compromised. You're on your own for now. Then we hold. We don't let it pass this line. Not one step further. Heat, heat, heat. It's getting louder, closer, overwhelming every other sound. It's not just around us anymore. It's inside the ground, inside the air, inside us. Charges ready. Set them now. If we can't stop it, we slow it. Detonation on my mark. 3, 2, 1, detonate. The explosion tears through the street, a blinding flash, a wave of force pushing everything back, swallowing the space in fire and debris. Direct hit. Did we get it? Negative, it's still moving. No change in speed. No sign of damage. It walked through that like nothing. That's impossible. Nothing walks through that. Then this isn't something we understand. All units fall back to secondary line. Regroup and reassess. We need a new strategy or we're finished. Copy that. Falling back. Stay together. Don't let it isolate you. Heat, heat, heat. It's following. It knows exactly where we are. It's not random. It's hunting us. Then we stop running. We turn. We face it. Weapons ready. Last stand. No more retreat. No more running. If this is where it ends, then we make it count. Hold the line. 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 The command echoes over comms and through the chaos. But even as the words are spoken, everyone can feel how thin that line has become, how close it is to collapsing under the weight of what's coming. Heat, heat, heat. It rolls over us in waves, now hotter, sharper, more violent than before, making the armor feel useless and the air impossible to breathe. Secondary line is forming. Units are in position, defensive barriers deployed. We've got maybe seconds before contact, then make those seconds count. Lock every weapon forward, keep your eyes on the center. Don't track the debris, don't track the smoke, track the target. It's moving through the rubble, I see it. Confirmed visual, it's massive, it's bigger now. How is it bigger now? It shouldn't be possible, but it's growing, rising through the smoke like a nightmare taking shape. Every step sending another violent tremor through the ruined street. Civilians still trapped in Sector 9. Repeat, civilians still trapped in Sector 9, then get them out. We cannot leave them behind. Rescue teams are pinned. They can't move. Then we clear a path. Fire on my mark. 3, 2, 1, fire. The entire line erupts again, missiles streaking through the smoke, heavy rounds hammering the same point over and over until the night flashes white with impact. Direct hits. Multiple direct hits. Target obscured. Wait, no, it's still standing. It's still moving. Heat, heat, heat. It comes out of the smoke faster this time. Faster than something that size should ever be able to move, and before anyone can react. It hits the front line with a force so violent, it sends armored vehicles flipping through the air. We've lost the barricade. Repeat, barricade is gone, left flank is collapsing. Reinforce the left. Move now, don't let it break through. It's already through. It's inside the line. Fall back to tertiary position. Fall back now. No, if we fall back again, it reaches the evacuation corridor. Then we don't fall back. We stop it here. We stop it now. Heat, heat, heat. The sound has changed now. It's not just a pulse anymore. It's a roar, low and deep and alive, vibrating through the bones, making the chest tighten with pure instinctive fear. Air Command, do you copy? We need a strike package on our coordinates immediately. Danger close. Confirmed danger close. Confirmed, send it. If we stay here, we die. If we move, they die. Then we stay. Jets inbound, 30 seconds. We don't have 30 seconds, then buy them. Every second you can, all units engage at will, everything left, every round. Every charge, every last piece of firepower. Light it up. The street becomes a war zone of pure destruction, every weapon system screaming, every impact throwing sparks, smoke, and shattered concrete into the air. But through it all, through every blast and burst and shockwave, it keeps moving, slow and certain, like none of this was ever meant to stop it. I'm hit. I'm hit. Can't feel my legs. Stay with me. Don't you quit now. Medics are down. No medics available. Then drag him back. We are not leaving anyone. Heat, heat, heat. It's right in front of us now, close enough to feel the force of its movement, close enough to hear the cracking of metal and stone under its weight. Target at point-blank range. Fire, fire, fire. The blast at this distance is blinding, deafening enough to send everyone stumbling back, enough to rip the air apart. Did we stop it? Did we finally stop it? Negative, negative, negative. It's still advancing. God help us, it's still advancing. Jets inbound, marking target now, smoke out, keep clear of the strike zone, everybody down, brace for impact. The sky splits open with the sound of engines screaming overhead. And then the bombs hit, one after another, a chain of detonations so massive the entire district seems to vanish into fire. Buildings disappear in the blast, windows shatter for blocks, the ground bucks like it's alive. Comms are dead for a second, nothing but static and ringing and dust so thick it turns the world into darkness. Report, anyone copy, report, Alpha copies, barely, Bravo is gone, Charlie scattered. We're still here, is it over? Tell me it's over. Thermal scan is coming back online, stand by, reading one large heat signature, still active. No, that's not possible. After all that, that's not possible, but it is. It's rising again out of the fire this time, out of the crater, slower now but still moving, still coming, still impossible to kill. Heat, heat, heat. Then listen to me. Every unit still breathing, every soldier still standing, every hand that can still hold a weapon, this is it. No more backup. No more air support. No more lines to fall back to. This city ends here or it survives here. There is nowhere else, so you stand, you aim, you fight until there is nothing left in you, because if it gets past us, there will be nothing left for anyone. Copy that, standing by, weapons ready, waiting for your order, then this is your order, hold the ground, hold your nerve, hold until your last breath, because it's coming again, straight at us. Faster now, heat, heat, heat. Contact front, brace, 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 brace. The impact hits like the end of the world, a force so violent it feels like the air itself has shattered, like reality is tearing apart around us. Hold your ground. Do not break. If we scatter now, we lose everything. Heat, heat, heat. It surges forward again, closer than ever, its presence crushing, overwhelming, impossible to ignore. Front line is collapsing. Units are down. Repeat, multiple units are down. Then fill the gap. Move in now, don't give it space, don't give it momentum, lock shields, form a wall, we stop it here, we stop it together, shields holding. Barely holding, pressure increasing, it's pushing through, reinforce, reinforce, get everything you have into that line, heat, heat, heat. The ground beneath us fractures again, splitting wide, swallowing debris, throwing soldiers off balance. Stay upright, stay steady, do not fall, if you fall you don't get back up. It's breaking through the center. I need backup now, on my way, hold for 5 seconds, just 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, contact, engaging. The clash is immediate, explosive, a collision of force and resistance that sends shockwaves ripping through the ruins. It's too strong. We can't hold it. Yes, we can. We have to. There is no other option. Heat, heat, heat. It pushes again, harder, faster, relentless, like it's learning, adapting, becoming more efficient with every second. Left side is gone. Repeat, left side has fallen. Then shift right, compress the line. Do not let it split us completely. Keep pressure on the core, target the same point. Don't stop firing, not even for a second. Ammunition running low, then conserve. Controlled bursts make every shot count. Heat, heat, heat. The sound is deafening now, layered over everything, a constant pounding rhythm that drowns out thought, that replaces fear with pure instinct. Command, we can't keep this up. Systems are failing. Structural integrity at critical levels. Then we hold until it breaks us or we break it. There is no retreat. There is no surrender. Only this moment. Only this fight. Heat, heat, heat. It pauses. Just for a second, did you see that? It slowed down, something hit it, something worked. Focus fire. All units focus fire on that point. Do not let up. The barrage intensifies, tighter, more precise, every weapon aimed at the same exact spot. It's reacting, it's pulling back. Keep pushing. Don't give it time to recover. Heat, heat, heat. It roars again, louder, angrier, the ground shaking harder than ever before. It's not stopping. It's changing direction. It's going around us. No, no, you don't. Cut it off. Flank right, move, move. Move, block its path. Do not let it reach the corridor. Units moving. Intercept in progress. Speed increasing. It's accelerating. Faster than before. Then we match it. Push harder. Give everything. Heat, heat, heat. Contact on the flank. Heavy resistance. It's breaking through again. Hold it. Hold it. Just a little longer. Jets are gone. No more support. Then we are the support. We are the last line. Heat, heat, heat. It's right there, right in front of us again, closer than ever, close enough to end this. Weapons ready. Final volley. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, fire. Everything erupts at once, a blinding storm of force and fire, a final, desperate attempt to stop what refuses to be stopped. The world disappears in light. The sound is absolute. For a moment there is nothing else. Then silence, just for a second, just long enough to hope. Report. Anyone, report. I'm here, still here. Others, sound off. Scattered responses, weak but alive. Did we get it? Scanning. Stand by. Heat signature fluctuating. It's unstable. What does that mean? It means we heard it. It means it's not invincible. Then we finish it. All units advance. Slow and steady. Do not rush. Do not give it an opening. Heat, heat, heat. It rises again, but this time something is different. Its movement is uneven, slower, like it's struggling, like it finally feels the damage. That's it. That's our chance. Keep pressure. Do not stop. This ends now. This ends now. That sentence hits every surviving unit like a pulse through the comms, not just an order anymore, but the last thing left to believe in. Move. Advance slowly. Keep formation. Don't rush the target. It wants panic. Don't give it panic. Heat, heat, heat. The air is still shimmering, thick with smoke and dust and the metallic taste of explosions, but now there is something else inside it, something sharper. A sense that this impossible thing is finally wounded, finally bleeding momentum. Visual on target. It's unstable. Its movement is irregular. Then stay on it. Don't let it recover. Every second we give it is another second we may never get back. Weapons up. Safety off. Keep your distance. If it lunges, fall wide, not back. Don't funnel yourselves into the rubble. Copy that. Advancing. Heat, heat, heat. The ruined street groans under every step. Twisted metal and shattered glass crunching beneath boots as the line closes in again. Slower this time, more careful, every breath measured. Every eye fixed on the smoking shape ahead. It's trying to rise. I see movement in the core. Then hit the core, center mass, concentrated fire only. Save the heavy rounds until we see it fully exposed. Heat, heat, heat. It jerks upward with a violent surge, a burst of force that throws loose debris into the air like leaves in a storm. Contact, contact, open fire. The front line erupts again, controlled this time, disciplined, every shot landing where it needs to, every impact driving sparks and fragments from the same damaged section. It's reacting. Good. Keep it reacting. Don't let it think. Don't let it settle. It slams into the ground again, sending another shockwave outward, weaker than before but still enough to knock a few soldiers off balance. Stay up, stay up. Nobody falls behind now. Pull him up. Keep moving. Heat, heat, heat. It's trying to pivot. It's trying to turn towards Sector 9. No, deny that angle. Left flank, cut it off. Right side, pressure forward. Collapse the space around it. Make it choose us. Copy, moving to intercept. Heat, heat, heat. The formation tightens through smoke and fire. The last of the armored units rolling forward with scorched plating and flickering systems. Barely operational, but still moving, still fighting. Armor lead hold center. Infantry split and push the sides. Keep it boxed. If it breaks right, close the right. If it breaks left, close the left. No gaps, no hesitation, no mercy. Heat, heat, heat. It rises higher now, damaged but furious, its movement ragged and violent, every motion shaking the street beneath it. It's charging again. Brace for contact. Hold your positions. Do not fire until it crosses the mark. Wait for it, wait for it, wait, mark, fire. The street explodes in a wall of force. Heavy cannons thunder. Missiles scream through the smoke. The blast hits center mass and folds the air around it, driving the creature sideways into the shattered shell of a building. Direct impact. It's down. No, not down, sliding, it's still moving. Then pin it, keep firing, pin it where it lands, heat, heat, heat. The building gives way in a roar of collapsing steel and concrete, burying the target beneath a mountain of debris. Hold fire. Hold fire, watch for movement, don't waste rounds. Thermal is distorted, too much residual heat. Then eyes on, everybody eyes on. Silence falls for half a second, broken only by crackling fire and distant sirens. And in that half second, every surviving person feels the same thing, the same impossible hope that maybe, just maybe, it's finally over. Then the rubble shifts, no movement, center pile, it's coming out. It punches upward through the wreckage in a burst of dust and broken steel, slower now, visibly damaged, but still alive, still rising, still refusing to die. Heat, heat, heat. Command, we are out of time. Ammunition critical, casualties rising, then listen carefully. This is the final push. There is no reserve force. There is no backup unit coming over the hill. It is us right here, right now. If we fail, the corridor falls. If the corridor falls, the city dies. So whatever you have left, whatever strength is still in your hands, whatever courage is still in your chest, bring it forward. Because this is where it ends. Copy that, understood. Weapons ready, standing by, heat, heat, heat. It's locking onto us again, I can feel it. It knows we're the threat now. Good, let it come to us. Keep the civilians moving, keep the corridor clear. Rescue team's status, last convoy is moving. 2 minutes to clear the zone, then we buy them 2 minutes, no matter what it costs. Heat, 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 2 minutes. That's all the time in the world and no time at all. Front line, stagger your fire, keep constant pressure. Second line, prepare the charges. If it closes the distance, we detonate on contact. Charges set, arming now. Armor Unit 3, can you still move? Barely. Then park that machine in front of the breach and make it count. Understood, moving into position. The damaged APC rolls forward on grinding tracks, engine coughing, hull cracked and scorched, but it takes its place anyway. Squarely between the advancing monster and the narrow street, leading to the evacuation corridor. Heat, 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 it sees the block, it changes pace, it's preparing to ram, then let it hold. The massive shape lunges forward, the ground exploding beneath it with every step, and for a split second the whole battlefield freezes into one impossible image. The broken city, the burning street. The last armored unit standing like a wall, and the thing coming straight through the fire. Impact in 3, 2, 1, collision. The sound is monstrous, a deep crushing blast of steel and force and shattered concrete. The APC folds under the hit, but not before the charges beneath it ignite. Detonation. The blast tears upward in a column of fire, swallowing the target at point-blank range, and throwing a wave of heat so intense it forces every nearby unit to shield their faces and stagger back. Direct detonation, massive hit, did it hold? Is it still moving, scanning, stand by, no visual, no clear thermal, too much interference, heat, heat, heat. The fire burns higher for a moment, then begins to settle, collapsing inward into black smoke and glowing wreckage. Nobody speaks, nobody breathes, then a sound comes through the comms. Rescue convoy clear. Repeat, rescue convoy clear. The corridor is empty. For 1 second the battlefield changes, not the danger, not the smoke, not the heat, but the meaning. They made it. The civilians made it out. And suddenly, even before anyone knows whether the target is still alive, something shifts in the line. Fear doesn't vanish. Exhaustion doesn't vanish. But the reason to stand gets sharper. Better, stronger, heat, heat, heat. Then the wreckage moves again, a low, grinding rise beneath the fire. It's still alive, of course it is. Then we finish what we started. All surviving units' final convergence, close in from all sides. This time no gaps, this time no escape. Heat, heat, heat. Advance, advance. The word moves through every surviving unit like a final spark through dead wires, enough to force tired legs forward. Enough to make shaking hands tighten once more around what little ammunition and strength remain. Heat, heat, heat. The flames are lower now but meaner somehow, licking over twisted metal and broken pavement, filling the shattered street with a flickering orange haze that makes every silhouette look unreal. Like this entire battle has slipped out of the world and into some place where only destruction lives. Close the circle. No one engages alone. If it breaks one point, everyone collapses inward. We end this together or not at all. Copy that. Converging now. Heat, heat, heat. Boots crunch through ash and glass as the line narrows from every direction. Every unit stepping over craters, shattered walls, scorched vehicles, and bodies of machines that will never move again. The target is still buried halfway in the blast zone, still half obscured by smoke and collapsing debris. But the movement beneath it is unmistakable now, slow and grinding. A wounded thing trying to drag itself back into the fight. Visual confirmed, it's still active, core exposure increasing. Then that's our kill point. Forget the armor, forget the limbs, everything on the core. If you miss, adjust and fire again. No wasted shots. Heat, heat, heat. It heaves upward in another violent surge, tearing free of wreckage with a roar that rattles every shattered window still somehow left standing in the district. There it is, core exposed, open fire. The ring closes in with disciplined fury. Rifles and heavy cannons and shoulder launchers all hammering the same glowing point. The same pulsing center, where the damage has finally torn something open. Every impact drives it back a little farther. Every blast sends more fragments peeling away. It's working, keep going, do not let up, heat, heat, heat. It lashes out suddenly, one violent strike sweeping through the right flank and sending 2 units flying into a collapsed storefront. Right side hit, we're still in it, keep pressure, medics. Negative, no medics left, then drag them clear and keep moving, nobody stops the push. Nobody breaks formation, heat, heat, heat. The creature twists, trying to turn its damaged core away from the line, trying to shield the only vulnerable part of itself. But the circle is too tight now, the pressure too constant. It can't hide anymore, left flank advance 2 steps. Center hold, right side stagger and fire low, pin its movement, copy, advancing, heat, heat, heat. It slams into the ground again with desperate force, sending another ripple through the street. But this one is weaker, unstable. The movement of something losing control, rather than something dominating the battlefield. It's faltering, I repeat, it's faltering. Then close in another 5 meters, make every shot count. The surviving armored unit grinds forward through smoke, damaged turret sparking, one track nearly shredded, but it still turns its cannon toward the glowing center. Armor ready, 1 shell left. Then make it the right one, wait for the opening, heat, heat, heat. The target rears back, its movement jerking and unstable, and for the first time since this began there is hesitation in it, a visible stutter in the way it rises. As if even it understands what's happening now. It's weakening, it knows, good, let it know, let it feel exactly what this costs, keep firing, heat, heat, heat. The barrage becomes relentless, tighter and harsher, every surviving fighter giving the last of what they have, every burst and impact carving deeper into the exposed core. Pieces of it begin to break away now, larger chunks, fragments crashing into the street like molten wreckage. It's destabilizing, thermal spike in the center. What kind of spike? Catastrophic. If that core ruptures, it could take half this block with it. Then we don't stop. We finish it before it finishes us. Heat, heat, heat. Command, civilians are clear, corridor secure. You have authorization for total commitment. Understood. All units, this is the last command, no retreat, no reserve. No second attempt. On my mark, full convergence and final strike. If you have 1 shot left, this is it. If you have 1 step left, this is it. If you have 1 breath left, spend it here. Copy that. Ready, ready, standing by. Heat, heat, heat. The target lunges one final time, a broken, furious rush straight toward the center line, trying to tear through the ring before it can close. Now, fire. Everything hits at once. The armored unit's final shell crashes directly into the glowing core. Shoulder launchers follow, rifles hammer, charges detonate from both flanks. The entire center of the battlefield disappears in a single overwhelming flash of force and fire. So bright and violent it wipes out sound for an instant and turns the whole ruined street into white light. Then the blast wave hits, everyone down, brace, brace, brace. The shock slams outward, throwing dust, metal, and burning fragments across the district, flattening what little was still standing near the center. Comms drop into static. Vision goes dark under smoke and debris. For several seconds there is nothing but ringing and the distant collapse of structures finally giving way. Then, slowly, voices begin to return. Report. Sound off, Alpha alive. Barely, left flank standing, center recovering. Armor unit destroyed, no response from Unit 3. Copy, scan the target, thermal, stand by, scanning. No large movement detected. Repeat, no large movement detected. Is it over? Confirm, hold, wait for confirmation. The smoke begins to thin in pieces, drifting upward through the broken skeletons of buildings and twisted streetlights, revealing the crater where the target stood. At first there is only fire, broken debris, and the remains of the final strike. Then the center becomes visible. The shape is there, but it is no longer rising, no longer moving, no longer fighting. Core signature collapsing. Heat levels dropping. Confirmed. The target is down. Silence. Real silence this time, not the pause before another attack, not the breath before another impact, but the strange, impossible quiet that comes only after something terrible has finally stopped. Heat. Heat, fainter now, dying, like an echo draining out of the world. Then someone laughs over the comms, a broken, disbelieving laugh that almost sounds like crying. Another voice joins it. Then another, not joy, not exactly. Just the sound of people realizing they are still alive. Command to all units, stand down. Repeat, stand down. Maintain visual on the remains, but cease fire. Rescue and recovery teams move in. This area is now under lockdown. We did it. We actually did it. Negative, not yet. Keep your eyes open. Nothing about tonight has earned trust. Copy that. Holding position. Heat. The last traces of it shimmer above the crater, fading into the smoke as dawn begins to touch the edge of the ruined skyline with the faintest line of pale gray. The city is broken, streets are gone, towers are split open, fires still burn in a dozen directions, but the corridor stands. The civilians got out. And in the center of the destroyed district, surrounded by survivors too exhausted to cheer, too shocked to speak, the impossible thing that came for the city finally lies still. End of contact. End of contact, end of contact, end of contact. The words repeat over the comms like something sacred now, something fragile that no one wants to disturb by speaking too loudly. Heat. Barely there now, just a fading pulse rising from the crater like the last breath of a nightmare that refused to die. Dawn keeps creeping over the skyline, pale and cold against the wreckage, revealing the true scale of what happened here. Entire blocks are gone. Streets have become trenches. Steel is twisted into shapes no one will ever fully understand. Smoke drifts upward in long, tired ribbons. Rescue teams move through the ruins with careful steps, calling out for survivors, pulling the injured from broken vehicles and collapsed storefronts. While the soldiers who are still standing remain in a silent ring around the crater, weapons lowered but not released. Nobody fully trusts the stillness yet. Nobody wants to be the first one to believe it's really over. Command to all units, maintain watch until recovery confirms total shutdown. No one leaves the zone. Copy that, holding heat. One last shimmer rolls through the broken center, weak and fading, then disappears into the morning air. No movement, no pulse, no rise. Just ash, fire, and silence. Then finally someone says what everyone has been waiting to hear. The city is safe. And for the first time since the ground began to shake, no one